We finally, and I mean finally, on August 18th, which was yesterday, I am a day late, day and a half, whatever you want to call it, got new Dragon Ball GEKISHIN Squadra news, and I'm here for it. I will be announcing pretty much all of the new Dragon Ball GEKISHIN Squadra news. I also have one more gameplay I still can post before the actual game gets released. So if you want to see the gameplay, I have more gameplay on my channel. I have about 20 videos of Dragon Ball GEKISHIN Squadra, and I have one more to post. Also, I will be going over pretty much any news from this point on that we see on this game because I'm super excited for this game. I want to play this game on stream, do some videos on it, play with friends, whatever. So let's get into it. Again, new Dragon Ball GEKISHIN Squadron news released yesterday, and it is the weekly Dragon Ball news special edition of GEKISHIN Squadron. I did hear on the 25th or the 29th or something like that. For sure, we're getting more news next week because I did see this already. I read it part way through, but we're supposed to be getting new GEKISHIN Squadron news. Hopefully, we get a release date. It is confirmed to be 2025 release, so let's get into it. Part 1, Dragon Ball's latest game, Dragon Ball GEKISHIN Squadra, is planned for release 2025. The editor for V-Jump, whatever, got to experience gameplay for themselves. Over the next 2 weeks, we'll be showing you what went down from the two special editions. In this first part, the game's producer explains basic rules and controls of GEKISHIN Squadra. Shout out Toshi. He's the... Do I want to call him the GOAT? For right now, we'll call him the GOAT, okay? It's Toshi, right? Dragon Ball Legends, he was on Dokkan, so he's on both of the Dragon Ball gacha games that I played. Whether that's a good or a bad thing, it is what it is. But this game is pretty free-to-play friendly from what I played from the beta. So it's not like unlocking characters you have to summon. The only thing you really summon for is the cosmetics, which I am 100% okay with. If we're gonna have microtransactions in a game, make it for the cosmetics. I'm completely fine with that. So as you said, basic controls, but we already knew that. But it is a new video that we haven't gotten anything for GEKISHIN Squadra in a while, pretty much since the network test and the Daima Goku reveal. So we'll watch this whole video through and might as well. And then the second part, yep, coming Monday the 25th, they will battle as a team. We'll watch that video just because maybe they might have some new stuff in it that maybe not. Also, pre-registration, I did see that we were at 2 mil, so all you have to do if you're on Steam is just wishlist it. And for each goal, you get something for the official release. If we get 3 mil, everybody gets the Daima Goku, which is nice. And yeah, check the article to read about the abilities. I actually haven't done a video on that, but next time we get more characters, I will do a video on that. So let's watch this, or why don't we? Unfortunately, it's not full screen, but it's here. Let's play it. There we go. GEKISHIN Squadra. I will be talking over this. We have subtitles up, of course, so if you do want to see what they're saying, there you go. Especially if you want to listen to me while talking about it. Again, I can't put it full screen, unfortunately, so that's just kind of how it's going to be. Actually, hold on. Actually, I think I can, so I'll be right back. Give me a second. Alright, we're good. We got it. Full screen. My bad. But here it is. How it plays. We'll go over it. We'll see what they're talking about here. Any good news or any new news is going to be good news for me right now. I'm super excited to play this game. I'm ready, man. I am completely ready. A new game, new Dragon Ball game to play is always exciting. Always. Sorry, I've been itching to play this game again. I've just been living through my old gameplays that I've had posted up on my channel. Just make sure this is... Yeah, it's already max. Soon to be released game. Gotta be, and they said 2025, so it's guaranteed like 3 months. Max. I suspect October. It could even be September. I don't think it'll be September, but it could be. I suspect October, November. Although it felt pretty good when the network test was out. Also, I wonder if any more characters are going to be released on release, or if it's just going to be everybody that we played in the network test. I'm very curious to see, because we don't have like a teen/adult Gohan. Again, I'll talk over this if you want to watch the video. Here it is. I mean, you see the title is this right here. It's not too crazy. You just gotta know Japanese. Pretty easy stuff. Dude, come on. October, September is what I'm expecting. And again, as I was saying earlier, sorry I got cut off. I don't know. They don't play any new characters in this. It's all the same. It's Goku, Oob, Boo, Caulifla. As you can see on the top blue team, which is their own team. I can't see the enemy team. I can see the Boo on the enemy team. I'm sure we'll see the others. But again, there are other characters like Android 17. Android 16 is a character in the fights, so I don't expect like 16, Rebri, and Jocko to be playable characters because they're in the game, like the Supreme Kais, any of the bosses that you go against, I don't expect to be here, but I wonder if they would introduce like Dragon Ball characters. And when I say Dragon Ball characters, I'm talking like OG Dragon Ball, like DKP, Tao. Tien, actually, we don't have a Tien, which I could see his ult being pretty interesting. He has some interesting attacks. I don't think we would get like a Chaozu. Oh, they're playing on controller. I wasn't even paying attention. I did play this game on controller at first, and it is definitely, in my opinion, harder to play on controller than it is to play on keyboard and mouse. And I am more of a controller player than I am a keyboard and mouse player. So it's just a little strange, I think, for my liking. But it's not really. It's obviously it's a personal preference. It's just my thing. I find it easier to use keyboard and mouse to play this game. But again, this is on console, both consoles. It's on phone. Like you can play it on phone. You can play. It's cross-play, so you can play with everybody. So overall, it's not like anything crazy if you play on one or the other. I don't see you having a superior like a super high advantage playing keyboard and mouse compared to like playing controller. Yeah, I mean they're just going over basic gameplay stuff is from what I'm seeing. Do they give you any like crazy tips? I don't think so. I think it's pretty much like he just used his ult on a Cell Junior. No mercy, right? Yeah. I obviously don't do that. Unless you're like trolling, do not do that. That is not the way you want to go. Be saving your ults for the enemies. Like if you're using your ult, you use the ult on the Nappa here, like one of the other guys. Also, where are the other guys? Are they all on the top? The other team is playing very strange. Maybe it's beneficial to have like 3 people at once just to push back a point if you have like one really good defender on one of the points. Okay, so yeah, so they're just telling us basic out. So this seems like stuff like if you haven't played the game yet. Also, I'm curious, it looks like he has his auto cards and auto level up. Yeah, because he hasn't leveled up anything himself yet. It's all been on auto. Which I mean, you can do that, but there are times where I'm just like, this skill, like skill 1, for example, is just so much better than like skill 3. Like I would rather, especially on Goku, like I would max out my Kamehameha before I max out anything else. Like that Kamehameha is my first choice every time. You put that Kamehameha with a Kaioken and it takes away like 75% of their health if they're like level 8 or so. So very good. And I've done that before at the start. Just gotten myself destroyed by the God of Destruction. Yep, you can do the GEKISHIN SQUADRA. I do like that edition. It used to be you could just like hit them. I don't remember exactly how it worked, but I think you just damaged them. Kind of like the Dragon Ball thing there sitting at the end. I think it used to be like you just damage them, but now you get the little GEKISHIN burst, which I think is really nice. It makes it so you can't just shoot at the enemy and the God of Destruction at the same time. Transformation is really good. In my opinion, I feel like you want to save your transformation for when you're actually low HP because it does heal you. So if you go fight some enemies, get low HP, transform, now you're back with full health, and they're low. That's kind of what I would recommend. Also, Vegeta is very survivable here. I do not expect, like this Goku, I don't know what the Vegeta's doing. It finally used the skill. But I'm like, this Goku will destroy Vegeta in terms of like DPS because I mean, it's a damage character versus a tank. But if you use Vegeta correctly, like he can just survive for a really long time. Also with Goku tips, I would say you want to save. I don't want to say save, but using your abilities with the Kaioken is very effective with Goku. That's what I found out when I used him in my gameplays. Bojack wasted his ult, and then now he's stun locked in the ult animation. You get a free Gekishin burst. I don't honestly. I didn't look at the benefits of max Gekishin bursting the Goddess of Destruction. I never did that. I usually just save my ults for team wipes. I would usually like to throw my ults. You watch with the gameplays like that. I would just throw them out and then try to destroy somebody or multiple people. Now, whether if I actually succeeded or not, you know, like this doesn't make sense. Like you wouldn't want to use your max Gekishin burst when he's almost gone. That doesn't make any sense. You would just use your level 1 there and just get it out quickly, or your level 2. I don't know why he would have used his ult to get that out of the way. Doesn't make sense. But he got it. Nice shout out to these guys. These are the developers. Okay, so yeah, so these are all the beta slash network test characters. What does this say? 6? Yeah, we know this. Damage Goku, Piccolo, Tank, Vegeta, Zamasu. Tank is a very good class, man. I didn't see any like tanks that were like supremely bad. And then Krillin is crazy good if you know how to use him. I don't know how good he'll be on like the top tiers. Like I'm very curious to see like in terms of meta how good the technical characters and which characters are chosen there for meta. So again, I talked over most of this. It doesn't really seem like they're giving any good news. The visuals are good. Cross-platform, cross-progression, yeah, smartphone, PC, console. You can have your progress saved. It'll be easy to jump. Yep. Real team to battle. And they'll do this next turn. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like, drop sub to the channel if you're new. Thank you for watching. Again, I gotta be quiet now, so it's my voice, but we will be here for GEKISHIN Squadra news. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.